Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota RAV4 LE, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, you can pull it back into reverse. It will bring up the backup camera for you. Then you have neutral and drive. If you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have electronic park brake, so every time you put it in park, it automatically engages the park brake. And then when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. This vehicle does have a hold function, so if you activate that right here, you'll see a green hold light on the dash. Then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one off to the right that says hold. That means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while it's in drive and the vehicle won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-through and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you, and then when you tap the gas pedal, it will release, move forward a spot, push down hard on the brake, and it'll activate again. Below that, you have some drive modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible for you. Normal is for normal driving, and then Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, so it's front-wheel drive most of the time, and if the front wheels slip at all, it kicks in the back wheels automatically. But they do have a couple buttons here that you can use. There's a snow mode that you can activate, and it'll basically change the transmission and four-wheel drive system for snow conditions. Then they also have mud and sand, and rock and dirt. In front of the shifter, you have a button to turn off traction control on the vehicle. Then this vehicle also has stop-start technology, which means if you stop at a stop sign or a stoplight and you put your foot on the brake, the engine will shut down, and then as soon as you lift your foot off the brake, it'll start the engine and be ready to go for you. But if you don't like that feature, you can turn it off right there. Then you've got your climate control, so this will turn it on and off. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front windshield. This will de-ice the back window. This will change where the vents are going to blow. This will turn recirculate on and off, AC on and off, and then max AC on and off. Over here you can control the fan speeds, and here you can control the temperature for the vehicle. On the top left corner of the radio, you have cloud navigation. You do have to have an active subscription for this through Toyota, and then you can have built-in maps on your radio. Otherwise, this vehicle does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use your phone's navigation on the radio screen for free. Second one down is the music symbol. At the top you have favorites, so it shows all your radio presets off to the right. Then you have tune. You have FM, AM, and XM. You get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. If you go to channel 57, it'll bring it up for you on the right. If you like that station, you want to make sure the heart is lit up, and then it'll put it on your preset list. You can also go channel by channel here at the bottom. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me. And if you like the artist or the song that's currently playing, you can check mark it and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. If you hit the back button, you can go FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So say you're looking for XM, music, rock music, it'll tell you all the rock stations off on the right side here. The phone tab here will just take you into your Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The little vehicle icon is for trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon. You could do a vehicle alert if there's anything wrong with the vehicle. It'll tell you right there. And then the last one is the settings tab. You can log into your profile, change the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above you have map light, map light. This one will turn all the lights on in the vehicle. Then the one that says door, if you have it pushed in, anytime you open a door, it'll turn on the lights. In front of that, you have your SOS Safety Connect button. So if you get a flat tire or have some sort of emergency, you can flip this down, push the button, it'll call Toyota and they can send help your way. It does have a nice little cover on there so you don't bump it. Then you do have a sunglass holder right there. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. Then there's intermittent or delayed setting right there. Low and high. If you pull this whole lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. If you push it away from you, it'll spray and clean the back windshield. Then there's a delayed setting and an on for the back wiper. Over on this side, you've got your headlights. You can turn all the lights off. There's daytime running lights, park lights, headlights, and then forward for high beam, back for low beam. On the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through all your sources, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music. And then these arrows will go through your favorite radio station presets, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music or something, you can go next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control, which basically means if you're set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car that's going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and match their speed. In order to set that, you turn on the cruise control by hitting this far right button. It'll say radar cruise control active. When you get to the speed you want to set it at, you just push set. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel, you can hit the cancel button or tap the brake pedal. You do have a zone selector. This is how close it'll follow the car in front of you. You can choose 3, 2, or 1. Then this vehicle does have lane trace assist, which basically means if you're going down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep the vehicle perfectly centered. If you like that feature, you want to leave it on. Otherwise, you can hit this button right here to turn it off. Then over here, you've got volume control for the radio. And then you have voice commands right here, so you can hit this. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Above that, you have the up and down, left and right arrow. That's for changing up your center display. So you can go right and left through all those bottom tabs. And then you can go up and down through all those side tabs. So you can show some fuel economy stuff. Lane departure, radar cruise. There's a compass. What's playing on the radio station. Vehicle information like trip distance, tire pressures. All-wheel drive control, all your safety settings you can turn on and off, and then messages if anything's wrong with the vehicle. Next to it, you got a phone icon, so if somebody calls you, it'll say call from whoever. You can hit that to answer it, hit it again to hang up. And then this is like a clear button, so if you ever get a notification up on the screen, you can hit that and it'll clear it. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have a little dial that you can scroll up and down. That will adjust your gauge brightness. And then this button is for your automatic high beams. Basically, that means if you're driving down the highway at night and you have your high beams on and you meet a car and you forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. And then down here, there's 2 levers you can pull. The left one will open your fuel door, and then the right one will pop the hood. Finally, on the driver door, you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it'll roll all the way down. Then if you just lift up on it, it'll roll all the way back up. Right here, this will lock all the windows in the vehicle so nobody will be able to roll them up or down. Then you can lock and unlock your doors right there. If you want to make mirror adjustments, you just push the left one, move the mirror around, push the right one, move the mirror around. And then if you put it back in the center on the neutral position, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2025 Toyota RAV4 LE. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.